Chapter 3: Emotional Awareness and Coping, Addressing Feelings, Shock, Fear, Joy, Uncertainty. Importance of emotional well-being during pregnancy. Scenario: talking to a counselor, journaling feelings. Tips for mental health: meditation, therapy, peer support groups. Pregnancy is not only a physical journey, it is profoundly emotional. For many young women, discovering they are pregnant can trigger a storm of feelings: fear, anxiety, guilt, excitement, hope, and even confusion, all happening simultaneously. These emotions are normal and natural. Understanding, acknowledging, and managing them is a critical step toward a healthy pregnancy and overall well-being. For Maya, the days after confirming her pregnancy were filled with conflicting emotions. One moment, she felt a sense of panic, imagining the reactions of her family, friends, and teachers. The next, a strange sense of curiosity and even hope emerged, as she wondered what life would be like if she carried the pregnancy to term. She oscillated between imagining the responsibilities she would face and daydreaming about the possibilities of motherhood. Recognizing these fluctuations as normal helped her avoid self-judgment and encouraged her to seek constructive coping mechanisms. One of the first steps in emotional management is acknowledgement. Suppressing or ignoring emotions can lead to stress, anxiety, or even depression. Maya began keeping a journal, writing down every thought, worry, and feeling that surfaced each day. This simple act allowed her to observe patterns, track emotional highs and lows, and clarify her own thoughts. For many young women, journaling or other reflective practices provide a safe outlet to process feelings without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. Seeking support is another vital aspect of coping. Trusted adults such as parents, older siblings, relatives, or teachers can provide guidance, reassurance, and practical advice. Maya chose to confide first in her sister, who listened without judgment and helped her navigate the emotional roller coaster. Peer support, too, can be valuable, especially from friends who are understanding and empathetic. Support groups, whether in person or online, offer a safe space to share experiences, learn from others, and gain emotional encouragement. Research consistently shows that having a reliable support system reduces stress and promotes positive mental health outcomes during pregnancy. Professional counseling is particularly beneficial in this stage. A counselor or psychologist trained in adolescent pregnancy can help girls like Maya explore their emotions, confront fears, and develop coping strategies. Counseling sessions may involve discussing potential life changes, exploring feelings of guilt or shame, and helping young women set realistic expectations for themselves. Importantly, professional counselors provide unbiased guidance, ensuring that decisions are informed, voluntary, and reflective of the young woman's values and goals. Emotional well-being is also closely tied to physical health. Stress and anxiety can influence sleep, appetite, and energy levels, which in turn affect the pregnancy. Maya was encouraged to establish routines that promoted calmness and stability, regular sleep schedules, nutritious meals, and gentle exercise such as walking or yoga. Relaxation techniques, including deep breathing exercises, meditation, or listening to soothing music, helped her manage daily stress. Mind-body practices are supported by research to improve emotional regulation and contribute to a healthier pregnancy overall. Understanding that mixed emotions are normal is an essential part of coping. Young women may feel excited one moment and overwhelmed the next. They may experience guilt about their circumstances, worry about disappointing family members, or fear social judgment. Maya often imagined how others would react: teachers, friends, and neighbors, but she learned to focus on what she could control: her health, her decisions, and her emotional state. This perspective is empowering and reinforces the principle that emotional health is proactive, not passive. Another aspect of emotional coping is information and education. Often, fear stems from uncertainty or misconceptions. Learning about what to expect physically and emotionally during pregnancy, potential complications, and available resources can alleviate anxiety. Maya read reliable educational materials provided by her healthcare provider, attended informational sessions at the clinic, and explored reputable online resources. Knowledge replaced some of her fear with practical awareness, helping her feel more in control. This educational approach fosters resilience, empowering young women to navigate pregnancy with confidence. Communication is also a critical component of emotional management. Sharing feelings with trusted individuals helps reduce internal pressure and provides perspective. Maya practiced open conversations with her sister, discussing fears, questions, and hopes. She also learned to set boundaries with peers who were judgmental or unsupportive. Effective communication allows young women to build a network of empathy, guidance, and encouragement while protecting themselves from negative influences. Coping with emotional stress also involves anticipatory planning. Maya began thinking about her goals, school, and future responsibilities. By mapping out possible scenarios and solutions, she could reduce uncertainty and anxiety. For example, she considered how to adjust her school schedule, communicate with teachers, and plan for medical appointments. Having a plan, even if flexible, creates a sense of control and reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed, which is common in early pregnancy. In addition, Maya learned the importance of self-compassion. Many young women experience self-criticism or shame when confronted with an unexpected pregnancy. Recognizing that pregnancy is a natural biological process and that challenges are not personal failings helps foster emotional resilience. Affirmations, mindfulness practices, and positive self-talk reinforce the mindset that emotional struggles are part of the journey, not a reflection of personal inadequacy. For some, spirituality or faith provides comfort and stability. Engaging in prayer, meditation, or attending religious or community gatherings can create a sense of support, purpose, and hope. Maya found that small daily rituals, whether a quiet reflection or a brief moment of gratitude, helped her maintain emotional balance and resilience. Finally, emotional awareness includes preparing for the long-term journey of pregnancy, understanding that emotions will continue to fluctuate throughout pregnancy. Delivery and postnatal life encourage patience and self-kindness. Maya accepted that some days would be difficult and that seeking help was not a weakness, but a proactive choice. This mindset is essential for young women navigating pregnancy. Managing emotions effectively enhances not only mental health, but also physical health, decision-making, and the ability to build supportive relationships. In conclusion, emotional awareness and coping during early pregnancy are foundational to a healthy, balanced experience. For young women like Maya, this involves acknowledging feelings, seeking support, accessing counseling, practicing self-care, educating oneself, communicating effectively, and developing anticipatory plans. Emotional resilience empowers young women to navigate pregnancy confidently, make informed decisions, and protect both their well-being and that of their developing child. By integrating emotional management into the early stages of pregnancy, young women set the stage for healthier outcomes physically, mentally, and socially. Key educational takeaways from Chapter 3. 1. Emotions during pregnancy are normal and can include fear, hope, anxiety, and excitement. 2. Journaling and reflective practices help process emotions. 3. Trusted adults, friends, and peer support groups provide guidance and reassurance. 4. Professional counseling offers unbiased guidance and coping strategies. 5. Physical well-being and emotional health are interconnected. 6. Knowledge and education reduce fear and empower decision-making. 7. Communication and boundary setting strengthen support networks. 8. Planning, self-compassion, and patience foster long-term emotional resilience.